Breaking news today. New U.S. sanctions target Russian war aid suppliers. The United States has imposed sanctions on several additional Chinese and Russian companies for allegedly aiding the Kremlin's invasion of Ukraine. On Monday, the Department of Commerce named 9 companies in an investigation into a plot to provide the blacklisted Russian company Special Technology Center with components for the production of war drones. Companies like the Hong Kong-based Asia Pacific Links Limited and the Moscow-based SMTI Logic LLC were mentioned. In May, sanctions were imposed on the 2 individuals. 6 Chinese companies were also added for allegedly coordinating the supply of aerospace components to the Iran Aircraft Manufacturing Company, which produces drones that are then traded to Russia for use in the conflict in Ukraine. The United States has also placed on its trade blacklist the Finnish companies Evolog Oy, Luminar Oy, and Siberica Oy, as well as the German company Industrial Components Weirich. Reuters previously reported in December that Asia-Pacific Links and SMTI Logic were integral parts of the global covert drone supply chain, which aided Russia in dodging sanctions. We will not hesitate to take swift and meaningful action against those who continue seeking to supply and support Putin's illegal and immoral war in Ukraine, Alan Estevez, Under-Secretary of Commerce for Industry and Security, said. On Monday, the United States imposed sanctions on an additional 19 companies from China, Russia, Pakistan, Oman, and the United Arab Emirates for engaging in activities contrary to the national security or foreign policy of the United States. Ottawa, September 25. Sputnik. The ovation given to a Ukrainian veteran who served in a Nazi division during World War II in Canada's Parliament last week continues to have repercussions. This time it was Canadian jurist Jason Cherniak who was caught off guard by the events surrounding the state visit of Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to the Ukrainian parliament. I was present at the parliament for Zelensky's speech. When they brought out a supposed war hero, I stood up and applauded. Assumed to be a World War II partisan who fought against the communist occupation. Now that I know Cherniak was a volunteer in the SS, I feel sick to my stomach, as he wrote on his X account. He noted that it is hard to imagine a more pregnant moment, as a Jew, than being one of the people who applauded without knowing it to a Nazi soldier. Now, he went on, it would be better if someone took responsibility seriously, and everyone who was in that room needs to feel clean again. On the other hand, he did not hesitate to blame Russian President Vladimir Putin for any fallout the incident might cause. Concerningly, he added, with the inaccurate characterization of Putin of Ukraine and his Jewish president as a Nazi state, this generates much ammunition for a greater disinformation campaign around the world. No one anticipated the reactions. One user said, "Putin made me applaud a Nazi." Your ancestors are stirring in their graves, wrote someone else. Pictures and videos of Ukrainian soldiers dressed as Nazis have been widely shared online, with many users accusing Cherniak of turning a blind eye to the current Nazi phenomenon in Ukraine. Yaroslav Hunka, a 98-year-old veteran of World War II who fought in the Ukrainian 1st Division before immigrating to Canada, caused a stir when he was honored with a standing ovation in Canada's House of Commons by lawmakers, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and Zelensky. The 14, a Granaderos Waffen-SS division, also known as the Division Galician, was primarily comprised of Ukrainian volunteers from the Galicia region and is notorious for committing war crimes against thousands of Polish and Jewish civilians and recruiting slave labor for the Third Reich's armies. Public outrage was high after the incident, both domestically and internationally. Sputnik.